Would you rather receive a large lump sum of money now or receive the same amount of money in smaller monthly payments over a long period of time? There's been a lot of content on social media over the past couple of months talking about this type of hypothetical. But the most ridiculous example of this kind of question comes from the Twitter account of a guy called Side Hustle King, where he asked his followers, would you rather get paid $1 million right now or $50 every month for the rest of your life? I'll take option B. That's what passive income is. Find a way to make passive income, it'll change your life. So is Side Hustle King right? Would this have been the correct decision if offered this opportunity? The answer in short is obviously no. The people replying to this tweet ridiculed it, ripped into it, and now it's become something of a meme. But one of the commenters helpfully pointed out that if you received $50 a month, it would take over 1,600 years for that to equal $1 million. But what if we changed the hypothetical to something that was a little bit more reasonable? For example, if you were offered $1 million today, or $16,666 per month every month for 5 years, what would you choose? Taking the monthly payments would equal the same total amount, but instead of receiving it in a lump sum upfront, you would get it over 5 years. In this case, what would the correct decision be? Well, actually, it turns out there's a concept in economics called the time value of money, which states that money now in the present is always worth more than the same amount of money at any time in the future. Why is that the case? Well, if you take money now and invest it, you have an opportunity to earn interest, dividends, and to potentially see the value of your investment appreciate. So the longer you wait to receive the money and then do something with it, the larger the opportunity cost. And that's what the time value of money is getting at. There's even a formula that you can use to make comparisons if you're ever actually offered a choice like this. And essentially the future value of the money is equal to the present value times 1 plus the annual interest rate, and then to the power of the number of time periods that it will be compounded. To illustrate this, let's go back to the hypothetical and apply the future value calculation to that $1 million lump sum. If we assumed an average annual interest rate of 5%, which I think is pretty reasonable, and then compound that once every year, over a 5-year period, that $1 million would actually be worth $1,276,000. So if somebody chose the option to receive $16,000 per month instead of the lump sum upfront, would actually be missing out on a total of $275,000 plus. And the time value of money theory doesn't just apply to these hypothetical lottery winning experiments. There's actually a number of real world use cases where knowing this and understanding it can actually be super helpful. Two great examples are found with tax refunds and buying a cell phone. With tax refunds, sometimes you get an option to choose between lump sums and monthly payments. I live in Ontario, Canada, for example, and there have been a number of times where I've actually been offered this choice in real life. And according to the time value of money theory, the correct choice is always whatever allows you to receive the money the soonest. Another example, when purchasing a new phone or making any other type of large purchase, sometimes you're offered the option to have interest-free payments. This is very common for Canadian cell phone providers, but you could probably find deals like this with other products at other locations. In this case, it's the same problem, but in reverse. If you're ever presented with this choice between paying for something upfront or accepting interest-free payments, so there's no penalty for paying it over time, then the second option is always the best because it allows you to keep more of your money now and potentially earn interest on it. If you pay it all up front to the cell phone provider, then you are losing out. You have that opportunity cost, and instead the cell phone provider are the ones that can take it and do something useful with it. So there you go. That is the time value of money explained. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. And if you want to see more content related to investing in personal finance as well as starting a business, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.